Hey everybody, it's Kathy, and I wanted to just do a quick video on rosacea because a lot of you have asked me questions about it. Um, I don't want to get into too much detail about the cause. Oh, my computer's sliding around. Because there's so much that's still misunderstood about rosacea, where it comes from, what causes it. There's a lot of different theories. So I really want to focus on what you can do with it when you have it. First, I do think it's important for anybody who's dealing with rosacea to at least have one trip to the dermatologist, because it is a progressive disease, and especially for men, I think it's worth it to see the doctor. Because have you ever seen those elderly men that have those big, huge, bulbous noses? They're kind of really lumpy and bumpy. It's usually only on men, but that's rosacea. And rosacea, if you don't treat it and slow it down or do something to stop it, that's what can happen, like I said, primarily in men. Women don't typically get that, but still I think it is worth a trip to the dermatologist. You can try, they have different medications that you can use, like Metrogel. And the main thing we want to do is to get the flare to calm down. Some of the things that you might want to try at home is, you'll notice whenever you get into a hot shower, hot bath, or your temperature is elevated, that's when you really see it. In fact, that's kind of a good test to see if you have rosacea. And I guess I should have described what rosacea looks like, because a lot of people don't realize when they have it. It tends to start off in its mildest form. Sometimes you have it just one spot, like the forehead, the cheeks, and the chin. It starts off just looking like an area with a lot of redness. When you look under a magnifying glass, you usually will see lots of capillaries. That's kind of how it starts. As it progresses, it will get a bumpier texture, almost like an orange peel, and it will stay red longer, and it will almost look a little bit rough, maybe. But as it gets really bad, you will then eventually get pustules, and that's when it's in the advanced stage. And once it's there, it's really uncomfortable and problematic. So that's why I think it's worth it to try to get it under control before it progresses to that stage. Because I think if you do take care of it, you really can get it where it's not going to get to that degree. And particularly, like I said, for men, do something before it's really bad, because that's just not a good look. So what you can do at home, though, is you will notice when you eat spicy foods or drink alcohol, that's going to cause a flare-up. Which, I'm not telling you not to do it, just be prepared. Some of the things you need to stay away from, though, are any really strong active chemicals for the skin. That's one of the issues with the anti-aging ingredients. You may have already noticed that you can't use them. Glycolic acid, you have to stay away from that. Retinoids normally are going to be problematic for you. They're just going to cause a flare-up. That's one thing I like about the Osmosis line. They make 2 serums specifically for people with rosacea, and they say that it helps to calm the rosacea and strengthen the skin. I don't know how much it really does that. I don't have rosacea, but most of my clients with rosacea are on it, and what I like about it is that they are actually able to use some anti-aging, which, if you have rosacea, that's something you normally have not been able to do. So I'm happy that there is something out there. But I will tell you, you can't just go get some Retin-A. You can't go to the store and just buy any old anti-aging product, because it will flare you up. No exfoliation for you, especially in the form of physical. You've got to be really careful. You really need to treat your skin very gently, using pretty bland products. And you really need a lot of sunscreen, because there is a school of thought that says that it's the sun that has caused the problem in the first place. Other people, there's mites, there's so many different theories. That's why I don't want to get into that. But so if you have rosacea, avoid hot showers, hot baths. Don't go into saunas, steam rooms, that sort of thing. Spicy foods, be prepared for a flare-up when you eat really spicy foods. But your main thing is sunscreen every day, gentle products, no anti-aging, unfortunately. Do not get microdermabrasion, ever. Stay away from microderm. No chemical peels for you. And The problem, when it progresses, the problem becomes that you end up dealing with what looks like acne. In fact, they call it adult acne because you get the pustules, but you can't really treat it with the normal acne products because you will get a huge flare-up. So that's why I think it's really worth it to try to get it under control before it progresses to that stage. Once you're at that stage, you really need a dermatologist because you need some different medications. But I would encourage anybody who's dealing with rosacea in the mild or moderate form, try the osmosis, and you want to start with the mend. That's the weaker of the two, and then progress to the calm. Those are the two strengths. My husband has rosacea on his forehead, and when he first started using the osmosis, that was when I was first testing it, because I wanted to see, before I brought it into my business, I wanted to see if it was a good product. So I handed out different products to different people with different skin conditions, and he was my guinea pig for the rosacea. And he not only felt like it improved his rosacea, he told me it was cured. And I'm telling you now, I don't believe that it's not cured. It's not going to cure it. I don't believe that it's cured. Okay, maybe it is. I could be wrong, but I really don't believe it's cured. But it has helped him immensely. The other thing you can do for rosacea, a lot of doctors are using lasers. I'm not even going to get into the pros and cons with that. Discuss that with your doctor. It can help, but there is the downside to that. So I would definitely try the serum before I went to lasers. Anyway, I hope that helps out. I know that I didn't give you any real specific stuff to do because, unfortunately, everybody's skin is different. Everybody has different triggers. So you've got to kind of watch what your skin does and always think in terms of less is better. And keeping everything very mild, and stay very gentle with anything you do. And I would definitely stay away from the Clarisonic brushes, those sort of things. You don't need that on your skin. I hope this helps a little bit. And if you have any more questions, specific questions about it, I'd be happy to answer if I can. Thanks, and have a good day.